Welcome back to Wives on the Island. I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Jessica. And today we are going to catch up. We are going to talk about moms versus dads and the standards in society. And then we're going to talk about Rihanna's first baby girl, and our Dancing with the Stars recap. How was your week?
It was good. I really honestly have nothing to bring to the table today in my catch up other than we moved my son to a twin bed and he loves it. And he fell out of it the first night because, he moves around a lot. But other than that, he's been doing really well, and he's thinks he's such a big kid. I tried to convince my husband to go to a full bed, but he was like, then it takes up too much room and this and that. And I was like, whatever. I just gave into the twin bed. And I will say, today we were in his room playing a lot, and I was like, okay, I'm glad we didn't go with the full. But yeah. And last night I had a mom's night out with my mom's club, and oh my God, it was so funny. We did trivia at Roswell Junction, and there was 6 of us. Yeah, there were 6 of us. And there was one girl that was pregnant. So it was 3 on this side, 3 on that side. And the one girl, over here, she's pregnant. And everybody got drinks, but I don't like to drink late or eat that late or whatever. So I was like, I'm not going to drink. And she was pregnant, and she was like, I'm going to go get water from the bar. And I was like, oh, I'll come with you. So we're at the bar, and the bartender's like, oh, are you guys with the birthday party? And we're like, no, we're with the mom's club, mom's night out, whatever. And they're like, oh, there's a birthday party that has chocolate cake. I was going to say, bring us a slice. And we're like, no. So whatever, we just walk back to the table, and I tell the table, and everybody laughs. And then the other girls on the other side of the table, minus the pregnant girl, they go get water, 3 of them. The girl next to me goes, okay, now's the time. And she pulls out a freaking chocolate cake because it was one of the girls' birthday party today. And I was like, oh my God, we were at the birthday party with the chocolate cake. And I didn't even know. And luckily, because I told the story, we did bring the bartender's cake. But I was like, oh my God, I look like a liar now because I said,
right?
No, we're mom's night out. I don't know what birthday party you're talking about.
That's funny.
Yes, she made this beautiful chocolate cake from scratch and everything, and it was very good. So it was a nice little way to end the night with something sweet. And we got 4th place again, 2nd time. So we're not, we're not there to win the money because there's 6 of us. Last time I'm pretty sure there was 10 of us, and if we got 3rd place, you win a $10 gift card. And I'm like, what is each one of us gonna get $1? Yeah, I was like, we're not here for the money. We're just here to have fun or whatever. So, but we had a good time. Yeah, but that's really it. Oh, I did play hooky on Tuesday with my husband, and my son had off for fall break instead of my daughter actually. So, but we went on the boat to kind of enjoy that last nice day of the season, even though it looks like it's going to be nice on Sunday too. We might go out again, but we had a boat day and it was very nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's great.
It was. Now I know
jealous.
you
I'm
have.
not gonna lie, I was jealous. When I saw your boat day. I was like, oh, I wish I could play hooky and go on a boat.
I know. I was thinking about asking him, there's no way you're gonna play hooky. I know you.
I can't do that.
Yeah, HR.
I know.
Yeah, but you have quite the catch up for us because tell the audience, tell the listeners.
So, as you know, last weekend was parent weekend for my daughter. Because I was slacking in the parent department, I did not sign us up for things to do on the college campus that she was on. So my husband and I were like, well, let's just take her around. He used to live in Marietta, so I was like, there's things we've never done. We'd never been to Marietta Square, so that's where we went. They had a little farmer's market, then we walked around the square. We went to the museum. They had a museum there, I don't know. It was free, so we went in and we had so much fun in the museum. And then
Museum of what?
Museum of Marietta. I don't know. It was all about Marietta and
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, right in front of the train tracks. Gotcha.
Yes. Yep. Right in front of the train tracks. Yep. Then we went to a Cuban restaurant that was right there.
Wait, which one?
La Cubana.
Oh my God! Yes, it's right next to the French bakery place.
Mm-hmm.
I love that place. It's really good.
Yes. Yeah. So we went there that was our lunch, and then my husband had this great idea that we were going to go skating and laser tagging. Now, I want to put it out there that as a child, I was a good skater. was a good skater. I loved skating. I used to skate every Friday night with my best friend. We used to go to the skating rink. And in Atlanta, they do things different. And I don't know how it was in Jersey if you went skating when you were growing up, but in Maryland, where I grew up, you just got out on the skating rink. Like, if you fell, you fell. But you just got out with your skates and you held onto the wall until you felt comfortable, and then you'd glide to the other wall, and then like that's how you learned how to skate. But here, they give people like they're like walkers on wheels so that you can skate with them. Right? And first, I think that's cheating. Learn how to do it yourself, like the regular, like we used to do. But I'm okay with it if it's like little kids. You know what I mean? Like
I
little
was going to say,
kids.
my son went to a birthday party and they had those for the little kids.
Yeah. Well, so
Adults were
there
using
were
them?
older kids using it, and there was this girl that was on them, and I want to say she was like 13, 14, right? So she was, to me, too old to have this. Like, this is for little children learning. But who am I to judge? But I was judging. But I had been skating for like an hour and a half. I was doing it, doing circles. And then the little girl with her little walker thing kind of clipped my wheel. And so my rule when I skate is you try to fall forward because you can catch yourself. It's just your knees, nothing big. But she got me from behind. So I went up and I landed on my tailbone. Just slammed down on my tailbone. Alyssa, it took everything in me not to cry in front of the whole skating rink.
These children.
Then she fell on me. So she fell on me. So my husband's telling because my youngest daughter didn't come with us because she had to work. So my husband tells my daughter, I took out a child. And I was like, first of all, she was 13 and she took me out. She just happened to fall on me after I fell.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, are you okay to her? And she's like, yeah, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, it was fine. Meanwhile, the bruises have gone, but I had a bruise here. I had a bruise here because I braced myself back, but I still slammed really hard. And it was so hard that I felt like everything crunched, and my stomach, I got like nauseous, like so fast. I thought I was going to throw up. And I was
like,
like,
get
do not
nauseous
throw
listening
up.
to the story.
Yes. I was like,
My
do
God.
not throw up in front of all these people, and don't cry. Because it took everything in my power not to cry. My eyes were like watering, and I was like, oh my God. I just kept blinking. So I was like, well, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I literally sat there for probably 20 minutes because I couldn't move. My whole body hurt so bad. I was like, I can't move. Then I was like, okay, let me transfer. And they had like a little booth. So I like pulled myself up on the booth and I was like, okay, I'm good. Then I like slowly took my skates off, and luckily I could just walk around to where it was. And so I was like, well, I'm done. And I walked and my back hurt. And then they were like, we're going to play laser tag. So I literally had the laser tag thing. I found a corner and I just hid in the corner and just shot people that walked by me because I was like, I can't move. I was like, if they get me, but I can't move. But I powered through. We played laser tag. They went back and skated for like another hour because we had dinner reservations. Then we went out to dinner, and that was in Kennesaw because the skating rinks in Kennesaw that we went to. And they had some good music. So, I'm good if I could just listen to music. I was good. But then we went to dinner, and then we went home, and I was like, okay, I'll just power through. I thought everything was good. I ran on Sunday.
2 miles.
My back, 3 miles on Sunday. I ran 3 miles on Sunday. And then I felt fine on Sunday. I really did. I felt like it hurt, but I felt fine. And Tuesday, I ran 2 miles. And I hurt all day Tuesday. And when I woke up on Wednesday, I was in so much pain. So I went to my doctor, and my doctor was like, let me give you some medicine. You might have fractured your tailbone. You have to go get an x-ray. So today, I went and got an x-ray, and not only did I fracture my tailbone, but I fractured my sacrum, which I guess is where your tailbone sits in. I don't know. It looks like a little butterfly, and then your tailbone is there. So I fractured both of those. So now I have to go see a spine specialist. And the funny thing is
oh my gosh,
I can't do any physical activity. I can't lift anything over 10 pounds, and I can't strain. So they had to give me stool softeners because they don't want me straining if I have to poop because I could fracture even more, I was like, can you imagine being like, it's fractured more because I had to push a little bit when I pooped? It's embarrassing. So that is what happened and how I broke my butt. And,
oh
it's
my
just,
gosh.
It hurts. I have to like lean on my side a little bit because it's funny because it's my left side is where it is, but my like if I lift up my right leg, like trying to put underwear and pants on is rough. I wore a dress like pretty much all week because I couldn't get, and I wore like the what is it, like the stuff that holds you in, like the shapewear, but the bodysuit shapewear, so that I didn't have to step into it, like I could put it over my head because it literally hurts so bad to like lift my right leg up to put it in my pants or my underwear. So,
Oh my gosh.
we don't bounce back like we used to. I thought, I fall. I've fallen before, but I guess falling in your 40s is rough.
Jess, that's crazy. When you told me this, I was like, what? I've used to not like roller skate. By us, we had like a popular ice skating rink. And I remember like one time I kind of fell on my foot, went this way and I went that way and I fell. And I know like those, it's like, because you don't really have control of where you're going when you fell. So when you told me you fell, I was like, oh my God, I know how those falls go. And they're so unpredictable because you think you can catch yourself and it's just like.
And you can't. It happens so fast.
Yeah.
Like I felt myself go back and I just like brace yourself. That way you won't hit as hard.
Yeah.
But I feel like even when I hit, I felt like my whole body was just like. Because
so tense.
Yeah, it was like Wednesday, I felt like I got hit by a bus. Like, it hurt so bad. My neck hurt, my back hurt, everything just hurt. And I was like, this is the worst. I have to go to the doctor. Thankfully, I did because I fractured it. And God knows, what if I strained myself pooping? I could be numb in the legs and the arm, and I would freak out. So I'll keep you updated on my spine because I have to go to a spine specialist and make sure that it's stable. And then if it's stable, they're going to, I don't know. The lady was like, I don't really know what's going to happen. You have to go to the spine specialist. I said, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
My brother told me I'm too old to be skating.
Yeah, I mean.
Thanks. I mean, he's not wrong. But there are people there were like people older than me out there. And they're like dancing. And I thought about our friend that we used to work with and how he skates every weekend. And he still does. And now I have to tell him that I broke my butt skating and I need to figure out a way to fix that.
Yeah.
Because I loved skating. It was fun.
Meanwhile, I feel like
my husband was out there like a freaking ice skater. And I was like, when did you learn how to skate? Yeah, they were
I feel like I always knew how serious it was if you got hurt on there. So I was always so scared. Like, I feel like even as a child, I was so like hesitant because I was like, you could like seriously get hurt, like fracturing your tailbone or just like just falling. I
signed a waiver, so I should have known that. Well, I know, and that's what the lady said because I showed her the bruise that I had. Because remember, I sent you did I send you the picture of the bruise on my hand?
Yeah.
I showed her that, and she was like, can you move your wrists? And I was like, yeah. And so she's like feeling her all, and she was like, you could break your wrist trying to. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, how are you supposed to fall? Like, my thing was I didn't want my head to hit the ground.
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear. Like, I was like, I don't care what else happens. I'm not slamming my head on this hard-ass ground and getting a concussion.
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear. That's why I always like falling forward because I feel like you could protect your head. You can't backwards.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hope everything is okay and you don't fracture more doing anything.
No.
Anything along, the lines. But that's crazy. I'm so glad that you're in good spirits, though.
I'm good.
Crazy. That's so wild.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is.
No more skating for you, though, at all.
No more skating. No. And I'm pretty sure my husband just bought, like, the whole family skates. I was like, well, I won't be using those. So we can return those back. But,
yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, like I said, it was fun. Or maybe I will, and I'll just use the little thing.
Yeah, you'll be one of those people tripping other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I still had fun. Like, I have to be honest. Yeah. It was a fun time. Until I fell, I was having the time of my life. I was like, woo.
And where did you go for dinner?
Again. Oh, we went to Ted's Montana Grill.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm going to be honest. I ate half of a burger and, like, 2 onion rings. I was in so much pain that I was like, I can't even eat. I was like,
yeah, oh my God, you poor thing.
Like,
that's crazy.
I was like, I can't eat. I was like, it hurts so bad. Like, I was literally sitting in the booth, like, so.
Oh my God.
But I feel 10 times better. Like I said, I shouldn't have run on Tuesday. And the only time it really hurts is if I like lean back or bump into it or
Yeah.
sit the wrong way or lift my leg. So,
Yeah.
I'm hope it'll get better. It'll get better.
Yeah. Yes. Keep us updated and
Yes.
take it easy.
Yes. And then I wanted to share with you, I know this isn't a catch up, but I wanted to share with you my daughter's story of her first college party.
Yes.
So I have to say that I'm a hypochondriac. I don't know if we've talked about it before, but I'm pretty sure that any disease that comes out I could get. And so I've kind of scared my children a little bit. So when my daughter was going to go to a party, she is convinced that somebody is going to roofie her drink. She doesn't want, she was like, I'm not going to drink alcohol. And I was like, okay. But if you wanted to, I know you shouldn't until you're 21, but I also know that you're in college. So if you were going to, don't get in the car with anybody, just take an Uber. Like I'm very big on like, the Uber's on our card. You can Uber. I don't care if you 3-4 times you can Uber. I don't want you driving drunk. I don't want you driving with anybody who might have had a drink. Like very, just take an Uber, be safe. So she was like, I'm not drinking. I'm going to be the designated driver. And I was like, okay, cool. So they go to this party, and she was like, the girls pre-gamed before the party, the girls that she was going with. And she was like, one of her friends was like a little tipsy, like when she came out. They pre-gamed 1 shot of vodka. That was their
Oh
pre-game.
my God. They did
I was
one
like-
shot before getting in the car and they were like, woo! Oh
And she
my
said one of her
God.
friends was like tipsy. And
Yeah.
who am I to judge? Because they're 18. They probably have never drank. So 1 shot is probably a lot for their little bodies because they don't drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when she said it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, one of my friends was a little tipsy. And I said, oh, okay. She goes, so we get to the party, and she goes, Mom, the music was great. Like, there was, like, people were dancing. She was like, and my daughter is like me, whereas if there's music on, we're on the dance floor. Like, so she was like, I went straight to the dance floor. She goes, I was on the dance floor for maybe 10, 15 minutes tops. She goes, her friend that had the 1 shot of vodka downed 2 White Claws. Yeah, and like, she was like, in 10 minutes, she downed 2 White Claws. She goes, then she started getting rowdy. She goes, so I had to take her into a different room because she was like yelling towards people like, I need another White Claw. And my daughter was like, you don't. You need to drink some water. You need to drink some water. She's like, you're not going to tell me what to do. And my daughter said she like brought her into a different room. And she's like, Mom, meanwhile, the music is getting better. And I just want to go back and dance. But now I have to watch her because I don't know what she's going to do. She's like talking to people and she's yelling at people. And then she's asking people to sneak her another White Claw. And I'm telling people, don't give her any more. She needs to drink water. She goes, then I thought she'd like calm down after a little while. She goes, she didn't. She got worse. And she was like, I'm like, that's it. We're going home. I'm taking you home.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh, okay. So she goes, I found the girl, because my daughter was the designated driver, but it was another girl. It was another girl's car. So she was like, the girl had the keys to the car. She goes, I told her, I have to take her home. Like, I need to take her home because she's unacceptable. And she goes, I know what you told me. When you go together, you come back together. Like, that's the, like, I told her, that's girl code. If you go somewhere with people, you come. She goes, but we went with 5 people. So the girl had the 3 other girls with them. So she goes, I told her, I will come back and get you. Let me just take her home because she can't be here. Then she was like, the girl's like, you're not going to take me back because I know you're coming back to the party and I want to party with you guys. And my daughter
That girl needs to calm down.
Yeah. My daughter was like, no, we're going home. So
Good for her.
she actually said that that another girl decided to come with them. So she took 3 girls home, and then there were 2 other girls that were staying or something like that. I don't know. And so my daughter goes, I get the girl. She goes, I had to drag her to the car. She gets her in the car. Then she calls the friend that stayed, and she's like, how do I work your car? Because I've never been in this car. And it was like one of the push to starts and stuff. So she was teaching like my daughter, like what you need to do and stuff like that. So she goes, while I'm on the phone with her, the girl escapes out of the car.
God.
So my daughter's like, now I have to go get her. So she goes, I get her back, and another girl who wasn't really drunk, she goes, she just wanted to go home, helped me buckle her in, and then kept her in the car so I could get in the car. She goes, we're literally 20 minutes from our campus. And all of a sudden I hear, ugh. She goes, the girl who wasn't drunk starts throwing up in the back of the car. And she goes, oh, I must have drank a little too much. And my daughter goes, I didn't even know that you had drank. And she goes, oh, yeah, I've been drinking. So she throws up in the car. My daughter pulls over. She goes, I put my four-way flashers on, and I let her finish throwing up. She goes, meanwhile, she's gotten throw up in between the seat. And she was like, it was so gross. So then she goes, the girl told me we were done. And she goes, I rolled down all the windows. And I said, look, if you're going to throw up again, throw up out the window. Like, just throw up out the window. Lean over and throw up.
Yeah.
She goes, then the other girl who was drunk is like yelling, and I told her, I can't drive with all this noise, so you have to be quiet. She was like, I was so frustrated, and I was like sweating, and I was rolling, right? I'm laughing so hard when she tells me this. Then she goes, we get her to the housing, the dorms, and I guess the girl who didn't drive home with them called like their friends, like they have like some guy friends and stuff, and they were like, my daughter's gonna need help getting this girl out of the car. You know, she was like, can you help her? And so the guys were like, yeah. My daughter said they literally pull up to the school, and she goes, I go to park in a handicapped parking spot because I figured like that would be easier for her to get to the dorm. She goes, then the other girl throws up again. She goes, again, not outside. She throws up in the car.
Oh my God, I feel bad for this girl whose car it is.
I know, right?
So mad.
That's what my daughter said. My daughter was like, I'm going, what am I going to tell her? She's got barf all in her car. She goes, luckily, the guys were so nice. The guys helped bring the one girl upstairs. They came down with like trash bags and wipes, and my daughter went to her room and got wipes, and she goes, you know, you guys bought me that scented hand soap. She goes, I brought that down with me so I could clean it up with that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Gosh.
So she goes, I start cleaning the car. Meanwhile, she said one of the guys that helped bring the girl up comes downstairs, and they go, oh, now the girl who was rowdy got sick and was throwing up. Apparently, she was throwing up so much that somebody called the RA on her, right? The RA then called the cops because they were underage drinking. So my daughter goes, while I'm cleaning out her car, the cops come, an ambulance and a stretcher come, and the fire department comes. And she goes, and because the cops were upstairs, they wouldn't let us upstairs. She goes, then her other friend came, and her other friend was a little tipsy, so she was like, don't go upstairs because the cops are up there.
Yeah.
And so apparently the fire department came because in the like 2 dorms of the girl who was throwing up, their fire alarm wouldn't stop going off. There was no fire. It was just the fire alarm wouldn't stop going off. And they did bring the stretcher for the girl who was throwing up, but when they found out that she had just been underage drinking, they gave her like a citation and all this stuff. So my daughter was like, it was the worst experience. I just wanted to dance. And I became the mom. And I was like, that's what happens when you're a designated driver. I was like, don't offer to be a designated driver again.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jessica. You know what's funny? I'm like, meanwhile, like, you know, granted,
we've all been there.
We've all been there. I mean, personally, I haven't like underage drinking. No.
Look at you.
Wait, have I? I mean, I've drank underage. I mean, my husband's 5 years older than me, and then we met when I was 18, so I would, but not like to that point where, like, I think the first time I like threw up was my 21st birthday. So I got kicked out of the club, but that's a story for another time. But oh my God, so a question. Is this friend who got rowdy a new friend of your daughter's, or like from high school?
So they're new friends, but they went to high school together.
Okay, so they just like know each other, but they weren't like friends in high school?
They weren't really friends in high school. They knew each other because they went to the same school, but now they're both in the architecture program together, so now they're friends.
Well, I wouldn't be friends with that girl anymore.
Well, it's funny because that's what I said at first, and then my daughter was like, but that's not fair because it was her first time drinking, and she didn't know how she was going to act. And she was like, and my daughter spent like the next day with her, and she was like, she was sick all day. she was like not feeling good, and I was like, oh, did you get her like a burger and fries? And she was like, I got her some fries. And she goes, and she started to feel better, and she was like, I'm never going to drink like that again. So my daughter was like, I'll give her another chance, because she didn't
Yeah.
know. Nobody knows their first time what they're going to be like. And I was like, you're not
Yeah,
wrong.
that's true.
You're not wrong. I was an underage drinker, but I didn't get like, I didn't throw up. The first time I ever threw up was when we went
Oh,
to
yeah.
the retirement party.
Retirement
That was the
party?
first time I threw up. Yeah. So I was in
Oh,
my
by the way,
30s.
I just like totally lied to you. I definitely underage drank. I went on family vacations and I just remembered like drinking a Four Loko when I was like
see, I've never had that.
like 18 or 17 or something, maybe 17. So I just totally lied. I apologize. But you know what I think it is like I get it. It's just like I feel like it's sometimes like inconsiderate. This is like your first impression, first party. Like take it easy. Like if this is like you're like really good friends with these people and then it's like, second semester, like then or like closer to the holiday, like give it some time, like
Yeah.
but I don't know. I guess like your daughter's right. Like it's her first time drinking, so she didn't know, but like I just think like I think when I underage drink, I did it in scenarios where I knew I was safe.
Me
And
too.
I didn't go away to college, so but like I don't think I would do it in like a public setting where I had to rely on other people my age, and like I don't really know those people. I feel like that's the only thing that's so scary. Like, and your poor daughter, I would have been so pissed. I mean, I know she was, but like that is
She was.
so
She was like,
crazy.
I just wanted to dance. She was so upset. She was like, I wanted to party. She goes, there were some cute guys there. I wanted to party. And I was like, well, I was like, you'll get
Next
there. And she was
time.
like, yeah. She was like, yeah. And my husband was like, well, sometimes you do have friends who they act a different way with alcohol. Like I have a great friend. She's so sweet. She doesn't drink anymore. But when she used to drink, she would get like lovey and then she would cry. And she would be like, don't hate me, but I love you so much. And I'd be like, oh God, I love you too. You know what I mean? Like, so,
Yeah.
and I also think it's different when you haven't been drinking, because it was, when she cried and I was drunk, it was funny because I'm
Yeah.
like, I love you too. But,
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It was different, but I had to share that with you because I was like, that was hysterical. When she said they pre-gamed, and I was like,
With a shot of vodka.
and then she goes with a shot of vodka, and I was like, oh, a shot.
Oh, yeah. You know what the thing is too? It's like when you're sober too and you're DD, it's like you're so annoyed by the
are.
rowdiness too, and you're like, chill, But like maybe she wasn't because like it was the first party, the excitement kind of like takes over. But like, chill, girl, like it's embarrassing, It's
Yeah.
but oh my god, yeah. Hey, I don't really drink anymore too. I used to be one of those people like in my early 20s, like 22 to 24. I was like, I'm not drinking unless I'm blacking out, so
See, yeah, I've never done that. And I think that that's the downside of getting pregnant at 21. I didn't drink like that. You know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
start drinking until
after kids.
after kids, like way after kids. Like I said, when you met me, that's probably when I started drinking.
Bad influence because I met you in my early 20s.
I was like almost 40. That's when I started
Oh my
drinking because my
gosh.
kids were older and I felt safer to be able to do it. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, I'm somebody who, like I said, I'm a hypochondriac, so I think I'm going to die all the time. So I'm not getting drunk around people I don't know. It has to be around
Yeah.
people I know, people I trust, and that's it. But
Yeah.
so my husband was like, stop being the
Oh
DD.
my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. Even if like just like she doesn't have to drink, just like I'm not dating anymore, and I feel so bad for that girl whose car it is. I would be so pissed if I was her parents. Like,
so my daughter said that the guys cleaned it so well. She goes, it didn't smell at all.
good for whoever raised those boys.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I could just honestly wait. So your daughter told you and your husband this at like same time, like phone call, FaceTime, whatever.
She told me the day after it
Okay.
happened. She told my
Okay.
husband about it when we went to parents.
Did she leave in all the details?
Yeah.
Okay, I could literally just like see you like being, oh my god, and, like that's so crazy, and your husband just getting pissed, like
He wasn't pissed. He was just like, the first thing he was like, look, he was like, I understand that it's nice that you want to be the designated driver because you don't want to drink. And he goes, and that's a good idea. He goes, but one, you have to be careful because you're still the driver, even though it's not your car. If you were to get into an accident, so that was
Yeah.
like, I think his mind went there, but then he
Yeah,
was
that
like,
makes
but
sense.
also you want to have fun and you don't want to be people's babysitters. Just because you don't drink means that you have to be a babysitter. Because she kept saying, I just feel like if I was upstairs with her when she was throwing up, they wouldn't have called the RA, and then she wouldn't have, because apparently
Yeah.
she had to go to a meeting and she could have been suspended because they had to write her up and stuff like that. And she was
Yeah,
like,
you
that
could.
wouldn't have happened.
I know, but that's not her fault.
And that's what I told her.
Yeah.
I said, look, as a DD, you did what you needed to
Yeah.
do. You got her home safely. She wasn't, nothing bad happened to her. She was in her room. She threw up, but you couldn't control that. So, but yeah, it was
Exactly, yeah.
hysterical. She was just like, I just
wanted
wanted to dance.
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
okay.
I want to
So, yeah,
dance
so
too, yeah.
I know, right? I was like, shoot, I
Right?
want to go to a party with you. And
Right?
she's like, no,
I
thank
know.
you.
Oh,
I mean, I think we
okay.
could go.
I think
we could
go.
do it.
I'm
I
so
think we
down.
could do it.
Can you imagine us going to a college party? That's so funny. I cannot Oh
No.
my god.
They
That's
would be
funny.
like, who are these old women?
Yeah, we definitely have to touch up our hair before we go to the
Yeah.
college party.
I can't have this gray coming through.
Oh my
She
God,
would
it's
die
so
of
funny.
embarrassment if I showed up at her college party.
You totally
She did
should,
tell
though.
me, though, for her 21st birthday, she wants to, well, not like for her, but after she turns 21, she wants to do Mardi Gras. And I was like, girl, I will go with you. And she was like, I know, I want to do Mardi Gras with you. And I was like, I gotcha.
sounds fun.
I'll do it. We'll
My
get us
God,
some
yeah.
beads. And there, oh, sorry. I was like, we'll get us some beads. And my husband's like, don't let your mom get any beads because she will be
Oh my
flashing at
gosh.
everybody.
Oh my god.
So Mardi Gras
Wait, I'm so there. I'll be a tag along.
Yes.
Oh, look.
You should.
I didn't know you guys were here. I'm
No,
here
you
too,
just
by
come with us.
myself.
It'll be a girls. It'll be a girls. It'll be a
Oh my
girls
God.
time. She
I'm
brings a friend. I
so-
bring a friend, and we go to Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
It'd be so much fun.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm so down for that. Wait, but she has another 3 years? I'll be like, okay, I'm still like, okay,
You'll be.
yeah,
You'll be fine. We're good.
yeah,
We're good.
okay. Oh, thank you
Because
for
she just
sharing
wants
that.
to
I
dance.
love that.
No problem.
Yeah, that's
So we'll just go there
hilarious.
and dance.
I'm
But
so
yeah,
down.
so yeah, I had to share that with you. I know that took up a lot of time, but I just thought it
No,
was
it's so
hysterical,
worth
and I
it.
was like, so funny.
That is
More
so
funny because the pre-gaming was one shot of vodka. Like that's
I
probably
know.
my favorite part of the whole story. And 2 White Claws. And when
Honestly,
she told
Jess,
my parents, my dad was like, "Sounds like your mom." I was like, "Thanks, Dad."
he ain't wrong, but
Yeah.
oh my god, that's so funny. I was just not expecting the rest of that story. Like the one shot of vodka is very funny, but like I thought it was gonna end there. Like
Yeah,
I did
know.
not expect the rest of it to go down the way it was. Oh my god, she could have called me. She needs something. I'm right here. But
I'll let her know.
yeah, but just
But she
once
was
she gets
fine.
her, oh my god, so crazy.
I don't do throw up, so I wouldn't have even offered to help.
I wouldn't have been
don't
able.
do
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
do.
I don't
I
do
mean,
barf. I do my
I feel
children's
like
barf.
I was
but I'm
gonna
not
say I
doing
do my
other people's
kids.
barf.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
kids, but like yeah, adults like or peers. No.
Yeah,
No.
and I did my kids barf to a certain age. Once they hit like 13, 14, I was like, okay, you know where the bathroom is.
Yeah,
I love you, but
Yeah, I remember one year. It was the Christmas we all got COVID, and my son like threw up in his pack and play, and I like got him out, and as I'm holding him in my arms, he just like throws up all over me, and I just like I just had to stay there, and he was like going. I was like, I don't know what to do, like disgusting. That was the worst like baby
That's the worst.
throw up
It's-
ever.
Yep. Oh, it's gross.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
crazy.
So that's my ketchup.
Good
That's
one.
my ketchup. Okay, so let's move on real quick, and we're going to talk about pretty much the standards in society for mothers and fathers, and just the differences that they are. I think my biggest issue, with the mother and father is, I think there are some. I'm going to put it out there because we both have them. Some great fathers. There are some great fathers out there. We both have great fathers. We married men who are great fathers, and we have friends who are great fathers. Like we know them. And but I think like it bothers me when fathers say they're babysitting their children.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they get credit for watching the kids without their wives around.
Yeah.
And it's like that's their child. They're not
Yeah.
babysitting
I
their
f-
child. That's their child. They're parenting.
Yeah. I feel like I see a lot of like influencers, mom influencers that are like, where are you going? You have a child. And I'm like, okay, and they also have a father. Like, you know
Right.
this. Like, certain influencers, they're like a family. They have their husband and their child, their children. And it's like, oh my God, she's out again. Or I'm like, okay, she has a husband. Like,
Right.
why are you saying like we can't leave a child with their parent? Like, But if a husband was out every single day bopping around, it'd be like no problem, no issue.
No.
And I agree. I think that's the issue that like just bothers me, because it's like, two parents could do the same thing, and that's their job. Job. That's what they're supposed to do. They're parents.
Right.
And so I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the bar is so low for men.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I remember when I worked in the school system and we would see dads come in for like parent-teacher conferences, and we'd be like, wow, look at that dad, he's here. Meanwhile, the moms are at every single parent-teacher conference. You know what I mean? And we'd be like, woo, look at this dad. He's really killing it because he's at a parent-teacher conference. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that men don't do that, because I feel like everybody should, but
yeah.
why are they getting credit for it when we do it, when women are doing it all the time,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that it's unfair. It's unfair that it's like the woman should be with the children at all times.
Yeah. And I think it's unfair that the women don't get the credit too. I'm not saying that like, oh, good job, like, oh, thank you. Right. But like, recognizes how much a mom does too. And there's also like the roles are reversed sometimes, where the dad is always doing everything and then the mom isn't. And in that one specific like couple, they'll be like, oh my God, like the dad's so great. And it's like, okay, but like, every relationship is different and they balance each other out. Like, I personally, I want to go to all those school conferences. Like, if I was like, hey, I don't want to, can you go? My husband's like, yeah, no problem. But yeah, are there some dads that are like, no, I don't want to do that? I'm sure but I know I don't, and you don't have experience with that. But I just like, I'm like, it shouldn't be like that big of a deal if a dad wants to go or they need to go or anything like that. It's like,
a mom can't go, or a mom
agreed,
can't go, because things happen, and sometimes if we have to work, sometimes we can't get off. You know what I mean? I was fortunate. I went to every single thing that my children did. And believe me, there are some times you don't want to go to the chorus concert 75 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're there.
I do send my husband to the things I don't want to go to. Like, I know my son is like 4, or he's in the 4th class, but he's 5, whatever. But like, I still don't want to read to little kids, and I'm like, mystery reader, that's your job, like.
Yep. See, I did all that stuff.
No, I don't know why.
But my husband worked and he traveled, so he didn't get to do, like, there was some stuff like I would feel like, oh, you're so lucky, you're traveling. I will be at this doing this, or I will be at this doing this. But I have to say, my daughter, when she graduated high school, she actually was like, you were at every single thing that I did. I think I missed one chorus concert when she was, because I had to work late, and she was like, it's not a big deal, not a lot of parents came. I think that was the only thing I missed, and that was her senior year. Mm-hmm. She was like, you have been to everything else. I can't ask for anything more. And I was like,
yeah.
And she turned to my husband. She was like, well, you weren't at everything. He was like, I was at everything I was in the state for. I came to everything. Like, he came to like speech therapy stuff and all, like any of that kind of stuff that my kids needed. He was there. Parent teacher conferences, he's there. So I don't have the issue, but I see other people, and I just feel bad for them, because I feel like it's not equal. And I know that people feel like men and women have different roles, but I feel like for parenting, the standards should be the same across the board.
Agreed.
You have a child. Both of you guys decided to have a child. Then both of you guys should be raising that child. It's not, oh, he did such a great job because he took them to the doctor. I can trust that when my husband takes my children to the doctors, he's going to ask the important questions. I don't have to write a list of things to ask, because their medical,
uses common
their
sense.
Health, yes, yeah, I don't have to write a list. Like, the thing that bothers me the most, and I don't know if your husband is like this, but when they do the weaponized incompetence and they go to the store and they pretend like they don't know what things are.
Oh.
Like, how did you Have you never been in a store your whole life? You don't know. Like, you weren't married your whole life. You know what I mean? Like I saw this one where like the lady wrote out her like list, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it like the first one was like soap, lemons, and like, and he got the number that correlated to.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's not funny. You're a fucking idiot. Like, that's how I look. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, really?
I will say something. My husband calls me when I sent him to the grocery store, and he calls me because he's like, where is this located? I have no idea what this is. And I'm like,
yeah, that I understand, because there are some times where I get lost sometimes.
Yeah. I will say the thing that pisses me off the most with him at the grocery store is there's two things. One, he will come home. Publix does the buy one get one free a lot, and he'll just come home with everything that's buy one get free. I'm like, we don't even use this. We don't eat this. The kids don't like this. We don't need this. This is not good for us. Like, why? We don't need to spend the money on this.
But
stuff.
It was I'm like that.
No. And then
if it's buy one get one free, I'm buying it and getting something free because that's a deal.
I don't know. Or you can just get a half off here in Georgia and not have to buy the two things. So I'm like, you could also just do that. And the other thing is, I am a very brand loyal person. Like when I want seltzer, I want a LaCroix.
You want LaCroix.
When I do my yogurt, I want like a Chobani. That's it. When I do apples, I want a Honeycrisp. My man will go out and buy like generic brand, like Public, and I'm like, no, it's not the same. Like
it's not. I agree with you.
I agree with you. There are some things. Don't get me wrong. There are some things where you can get away with like cheddar cheese, just like that goes on a burger. It's like, okay, just buy the Publix or whatever.
Right.
But like then there are other ones where I'm like, please, for the love of God, just get the like the Biore strips. They're a little expensive. And he's like,
you can't get the off-brand ones.
I know. I was so mad when he did that. They just don't like it out as much, So and there are some women like that too, vice versa, where they're like But I'm like, don't do that. That's the only thing. But no, he is competent enough where he's like I remember when we went out to dinner, my daughter literally had her first allergic reaction. I did not think twice about I felt bad not going with him and going out to dinner, but it's like, okay, we have another child, so like one of us is going to stay home anyway, so I might as well just bring him to dinner and you go. And I felt totally fine that he had everything under control going to urgent care, given the severity of why we were going, because we didn't know what was going on. But yeah, I have full trust in him and that, and I just think it's like sometimes I do feel like women will be like, oh yeah, my husband did this, and I'm like, okay, that's my husband does it every day, or my husband does it all the time, or like my husband's been doing that before we even have just like little things like that. But with this topic with mom and dad standards, I think now I want to ask you, when your kids were growing up, did you experience being the default parent?
Well, yeah, because like I said, because my husband traveled, so I did everything, and everything fell on you, and it sucked.
But with the if the kids needed something, because sometimes we'll be sitting down at the table,
and it's mom, and it's mom, and my husband will be closer to it, and they'll be like, hey mom, can you? And I'm like, is your father not sitting there?
Yeah, you can literally ask your dad right now. I think that's a really hard thing that I wonder why that happens, just because they're spending more time with us.
I think it's because the kids are with you all the time, and so you're just more comfortable. It's more comfortable for them to do it. They feel more comfortable asking you.
Yeah, I just I'm go ask. I will. My son will literally be in the kitchen with my husband, and I'll be blow drying my hair or something.
Yep,
and he will come all the way across the house, and I'll be like, can you open this for me? I'm like, where's daddy? And he's like, he's in the kitchen. I go, weren't you just in the kitchen? Yeah. Okay, go ask your dad. Why are you kidding me? It's so crazy how their little minds work, because I feel like if I needed something, I would just always ask either one of my parents that were close. Granted, if I wanted to if I needed something or wanted something that I knew, I would pick. But
yeah. Oh, definitely. When it was sleepover time, I'd be like, hey, Dad, can she sleep over? And he'd be like, if it's okay with your mom. And I'd be like, it's fine with mom, Or I'd
Yeah.
go back downstairs and be like, oh, Mom, Dad said it's okay with him if it's okay with you.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
knew. I think that that's different. That's just knowing how to play your parents.
Yeah. It's
But
hard
you're
being the
right.
default parent, though.
Is because it's like they only want you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like you don't get that alone time. Like I remember like just like even my younger daughter, she does it now. Like she'll be like, "Hey, can you ask Dad? Did you just text me to ask your father? You can't send that same text to your
Yeah.
father? Like, can you ask him what's for dinner tonight?" Man, why am I asking you?
Yeah.
You have use
Seriously.
your thumbs and ask them yourself. So even now, I mean, it happens now as they're older. It's just I don't know. I think I get used to that part. I don't think it like makes you sad that they don't do it anymore. Cause like I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
my daughter got hurt in school this week, and she texted her father and she was like, my leg hurts, and he went and picked her up, and he texted me, he said, hey, she called from school, her leg hurts, I'm gonna go take her to urgent care, and I was like,
And the hypochondriac in you.
the hypochondriac in me, yes, I did. But then part of me was like, why wasn't I your
Really?
first call?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You text me 24/7 and you didn't tell me that your leg hurts? Like,
Yeah.
why? And she said, I figured he wouldn't believe me if I told you first.
Oh my
He'd
gosh.
know it was serious if I reached out to him. I said, oh, okay. I was
And
like, well,
that's
he took
playing
you to
your
the
cards,
urgent
right?
care. Yep, that's exactly what it was. But it hurt my feelings. So it's like, I don't always want to be the default parent, but then it hurt my feelings when I
Yeah.
wasn't the default parent.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, like you said, parenting should be equal when it comes to parenting. Your roles are
Yes.
equal. I do think it is nice though to have like a little bit of somebody that you can go to. Like you just said, you're a hypochondriac. So was like my mom, and I knew like in a case of an emergency, she would just like panic. Like I got into a car accident when I was 18. I called my dad first, 100%. There's always, because I knew he would be like okay, and like I'll come get you, or
Right.
do what we gotta do. And my mom would be like, what? Just like freaking out. So, like, and I do feel like in my situation as well, like God forbid, or any kind of emergency, or just like they would feel comfortable to like call their dad, rather than
Yeah.
me, because I'm like, I'd be
I would
one of those
freak
people
out.
like, oh my God. Yeah. Like, so
Yeah.
I totally get that. But I definitely think it should be, the roles are equal. It doesn't matter who is going to the doctors, like whoever's available. It's not like, oh,
Right.
you need to be available because you have to take the kids to the doctor. Like, no, we were stay-at-home moms, like there are stay-at-home dads. Whoever is available
Right.
takes the kids to what they got to go to. Like, my husband does the swim, he'll do the
He
soccer
does.
on the weekends.
Yep.
He does that. So I really, while I maybe not necessarily stop giving the dads the props, give them to the moms as well. Being like, man,
Right.
you were always
Yeah, that's
there.
the thing. It's not.
You know?
Yeah, it's not that I'm not mad that they're getting.
Yeah.
I'm mad at what they're getting the props for. Like I do the same
I
stuff
think-
all the time.
Yeah,
That's
I think
really
the
what
word
it is.
babysitting is the thing that's like, that's not
Oh, it's
accurate.
such a bother.
You don't
Yeah, that bothers
babysit
me
your
so
own
much.
children.
You don't babysit your kids.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
It grosses me out. I hate it so much. That and
Agreed.
dads who don't change diapers. That pisses me off.
Yeah,
pisses me
no,
off.
absolutely not.
My husband had 3 daughters, and guess what? He changed not every single one of their diapers,
Yeah,
but he changed their
but he
diapers
did it.
just because
Yeah.
they're girls. He wasn't gonna not change diapers. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the stupidest thing. But I
Yeah.
know people who have never changed diapers, like fathers who never changed
Wow.
diapers because they thought it was the wife's job.
Oh, no. No, no, no.
Yeah.
No, my husband did it too.
Yep.
He like, and I don't know if I ever told this story on the podcast, but when my daughter was in the NICU because she had low blood sugar, she was in the NICU for 8 days after she was born, and I had a C-section, so like I couldn't get up, and I was just like, I couldn't like go and do the thing. It's like I couldn't feed her because I couldn't like stand up all the way.
Right.
And he went in there and he was there for every feeding. He changed her diapers because and you can have the nurses like obviously help you, of course.
Right.
But like he was like, no, I want to do it on my own. And when I went in there to go see her with him one time, it was like, Dad's here. He knows exactly what to do. This guy's like on top of it. He's so good with her. Like, and even with my son, like I was like trying to be a superhero and was like, oh, I don't need my like pain medicine. And then I did, and it did, like, I couldn't catch up with it. And then I took too much, and I was, like, so loopy. And I just, like, remember seeing flashes of, like, my son and my husband, like, you know, but he figured it out because, like, I was so out of it that one night. So he stepped up to the plate, and there are, like, some guys who, like, just don't know what to do and can't handle it. And I also think this kind of, like, ties back to what we talked about last week about, like, leaving your parents, like, out of your home state when you deal with these kind of things. It's because, like, you're like, husband, you can't do it. Let me call my mom. And it's like, no, husband has to do it, or dad has to do it.
Because mom isn't here and dad
exactly.
isn't here. Yep.
Exactly. So it's like, it's like one of those things. It's like, husbands change diapers.
Right.
Dads change diapers.
Parent their children. They don't babysit. They parent their child. They
absolutely
allow their wives or girlfriends, baby moms, to go out and eat and enjoy a kid-free day while they parent their child. Change diapers, give baths, have fun, play outside, build castles, do whatever you want to do with them. Yeah. But that's how I see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that.
Okay, now moving on. We have Rihanna had her third child, a little girl.
Baby girl. Rocki.
Okay, I didn't remember the name. I love it because they're all ours. All their babies are ours, and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, not really much to, like, say here, but, like, you know, there's always people that, like, have a bunch of girls and want a boy, or have a bunch of boys and have a girl, and, like, she was the one, she had a bunch of boys, wanted a girl, so I'm happy that she has that, because some people really do want that, you know, so I know people that want that. I personally wanted a boy first, and I was like, I'm good with whatever, you know, I get after that, whether it's a boy or a girl, so I like, understand it to a degree, but, like, I feel like if I really wanted a boy and I had two girls, I'm like, that's enough, like, it's a lot of kids, but it's Rihanna, so she can, like, afford to do whatever, you know, she'd like to do. So I'm excited.
And then I don't know if you saw it, but they also got engaged. Did you see that?
No. What?
Yes.
Today?
They got engaged. Or yesterday, one or the other. It was on, A$AP Rocky put it on, I don't know if it was his Instagram or hers, but she's standing there with, like, the ring on her finger. And let me tell you, out of all the engagement rings I've seen this year, I like hers the most.
Oh my gosh. Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, I thought it was yesterday.
He has 0 posts.
So then it wasn't him? Was it her?
Is Rihanna engaged? Okay, so something was published yesterday.
Okay, that's what I thought.
A$AP Rocky just hinted that he and Rihanna might have gotten secretly married. Emphasis on the might. The couple are expecting their third child. Rocky revealed that he's hoping for a baby girl after 2 boys. A$AP Rocky are now expecting their third baby any moment. This was literally just yesterday. And if you're wondering if they're going to get married, the answer is maybe they already are. Rocky just gave an interview to Elle and was asked if he's looking forward to being a husband. His response, "How do you know I'm not already a husband?" And then he laughed and said, "I'm still not going to confirm it."
They showed a picture of her with a ring, so maybe it was AI generated.
Yeah, I know, the AI. Things. Yeah, so definitely have a baby girl, though, so congratulations to them.
Congratulations, I'm excited, so I love it. Okay, now let's jump into our Dancing with the Stars recap. Okay.
By the time this comes out, I'm sure everybody that watches Dancing with the Stars has already seen it. So, like, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
Yes.
Baron Davis and Corey Feldman were eliminated. And Jessica, I was shocked. Were you shocked?
I was pissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's spoiled for me. I'm going to have to start watching it on Tuesdays because I just can't watch it on Wednesdays. But it's just Tuesdays. I'm so exhausted because I run. But now that I'm not, because my butt's broken, I can watch it on Tuesdays with no problem. But I'm going to be honest. I watched everybody's. I was really hoping that Scotty was going to go.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Corey and Scotty because I didn't think Scotty was good the first time, and I didn't think he was all that great this time. Like I thought
he was better.
He was better, but he still wasn't great. You know what I mean? Like I thought Baron did better this time,
but he messed up. He messed up so much. He did mess up a little bit. Bad. Yeah. I feel like that's, and usually that happens, and then like you have a redemption week.
Yeah.
But that just wasn't
didn't get it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and you know what? Like, I think it is just a popularity
It
thing
is a
at that point
popularity
for him.
contest.
100%. But I do think I'm so shocked that Hilaria did not go home. I really thought she was. I really thought she was going home. I will say I really thought it was going to be Andy and Corey. And when Andy was called, I was like, oh no, it better be Hilaria.
I know.
And I'm shocked. And of course, like they put Hilaria in the bottom because that's like the factor. But
Yeah.
let's go through every dance. Some will be a little longer, some will be a little like shorter, but we'll start off with Alex Earl. What'd you think?
First of all, I thought she did great. Yeah, I'm not a fan of her. I thought she did really well. And, I love me some Mambo number 5. So,
Yeah.
I was so excited because my name's in it, so I love it.
Yes.
And, but I thought she did great. I really did. I was like, she did great. So I thought it was good.
Yeah. I really liked it too. I will say, so there's like some online like discourse about like her and Val, her partner, that there's something missing there. And I really do feel like there is a lack of chemistry between them.
Yeah, I could
But
see
like,
that.
but it's so like I know this is your first season, but usually all the partners, because you are dancing so close with them and it's so like you're spending so much time with them, they become like a friend, like kind of how like you and I were, like we instantly just like click. And
Yeah,
a lot
they
of
don't.
the time
They don't. It seems very teacher student.
yes, and she does have like, anxiety. She's always talked about that, and I think she like at the end of the day, she is not like a real celebrity. You know what I mean? So I feel
Right.
like, Elaine and Lauren, they're performers, they're actors and
Yes.
singers and this, and they're used to that spotlight. And I feel like Alex is just like, I'm not used to this. Like I literally sit at my makeup, vanity and record myself just like myself, and of course she does all these other
Is
things
that
too,
what she
but
does?
she does like get ready with me, and that's like how she
Okay.
became like, because she was like very relatable. Like she was in college and there was like her like dorm room would be absolutely like disgusting, and like she would be like 3 in the morning like going out, and then have class the next day, and it was just like a very relatable college student, like a
Okay.
girl in her early 20s. And I think like people need to realize that like she's a normal person, like truly she's like
Right.
just a normal person. This is like dancing with the normal people for her, because she's not a performer. But like, and no offense to her, like I think she's doing so great, and she has
'Cause I
a
think
great
she
work.
did great this week.
Yeah, she has a great work ethic too, but I don't know, like, she's in a relationship and Val is also married, and I don't know if they're like trying to like
Maybe
I don't
that's
know,
weird
cross
for
a
her.
line or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, I just it's not like bad, but there's just something there that I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, it was really great. I was really happy to see the improvement. Yeah. So Danielle is next. Her hamstring thing.
Her leg
What?
looked rough. I literally put her poor leg.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, her
that
legs.
looked nasty.
Yeah,
That looked
it
so
was.
nasty. And she moved too. I do have to say, I don't think she's that great of a dancer.
Yeah,
She's like, and not because of her leg. She just looks like so
Yeah.
stiff up top, and it's like, oh, calm down, relax a little bit, like loosen a little
Yeah.
bit, like
yeah.
But I thought she did okay. But
Yeah, I
You know
I
what
do
I
want to go
think
back
it was?
really quick
Oh,
to
what?
Alex. Sorry. So with the jive, it's like a lot of like kicks and flicks, like and I feel like the only thing that Alex like didn't do, it wasn't like they didn't go up high enough, and they weren't like
she didn't
strong enough.
She did, and she has great legs that she
Yeah.
could have like kicked those
But I
babies
feel like,
up.
yeah, I feel like she lacked that, and Elaine also did a jive, and it was kind of like the same thing, and it's so noticeable when your partner, when you're dancing next to a professional, and you see how their legs are supposed to go, and I guess I like noticed it too because Robert Irwin did a jive last week, and his like he was like bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
he was like on it. So that was the only thing I will say. Like, yeah, she just needs to like get her like legs up a little higher and like really like make them stand out, because she does have great legs. But yeah, back to Danielle.
You know what I realized? So I know how you said that you heard that Alex and Val don't have like chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Danielle and Pasha have chemistry. Like they don't seem like they have fun. Like she
Really?
didn't look like, yeah, to me it didn't seem like they have fun. Like it's not, her dance wasn't fun. Like she didn't seem like she liked it. And I don't know, it just fun. Okay, and then Andy,
Yeah,
What
I
did
just
you-
put up. I just said Andy's probably going home. But obviously that didn't happen.
He did much better, but it was okay.
Yeah.
He did much better this week, but it was okay.
Yeah. Jordan, great. Great.
Well, I have Lauren and Brandon. Were they next?
Well, yeah, I literally just skipped over them. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Lauren and Brandon loved this. She did so good.
I love her. I
Yes.
think she did great. That's exactly what I wrote.
I put love, beautiful smile on my face the whole time. It was so effortless. And she just did so well. Like, I loved it. I really think she'll be in the final, like in the finale.
I hope so, because I really like her.
Yeah. I want to see her do like a cha-cha-cha or something like that. I don't really know all the dance stuff, but I would love to see her like do something a little more like bubbly, because she just like has that personality. Yep. Now Jordan. Sorry.
I put much better this week.
Yeah, the jive is so Jordan, and I know that there was a lot of people on TikTok that were kind of like, Ezra really needs to step up his choreo, and like he's just doing TikTok stuff. And I thought the choreo was great. Like,
it was
this
great.
Time around, it was really full of like dances. And then right after this, I go, Carrie Ann needs to chill with her scores, because she was like throwing out some like high numbers when it really didn't deserve it. And I was like, she needs to chill.
Yeah. Carrie Ann freaks me out a little bit. So for Jordan, I loved it. But you know what I don't like? And you're probably gonna laugh. Do you watch her face when she dances?
Sometimes.
Some of her mouth is open the whole time. I'm like, close your mouth. I don't like her facial expressions.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Like they were open. It was open the whole time. I was like, close your mouth and dance. Like, you're killing it. But I loved it. I thought she did so good.
She really did, yeah. Next is Corey. Corey needs to go, but I feel so bad, so we don't even have to talk about that because he's gone. Yeah. Jen. Okay. You have to. I wonder if JLo was like, wow, Jen Affleck, that could have been me. Because like they announced her and I'm like, oh my god, I wonder if like, like that. Imagine JLo was on Dancing with the Stars. Not that she would ever be, but imagine if she was. Yeah. And she was married to Ben. It would be Jen Affleck. And I was like, can you imagine? Like, I wonder now that Jen Affleck is so popular and her name is everywhere and it's always her two names. Like, I wonder if she's like always reminded of like what
I thought about it when they did the Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
And I was like, God, he's like doing a Dunkin' Donuts commercial with a girl who has the same name as his ex-wife.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't even think of that. I thought the countertop tribute was really cute. I'm glad they really did no lifts, even though she jumped off. And I was like, she's just so cute.
She is.
Yeah. What did you think?
She did so great. I love her.
Yeah.
I was like, she just did wonderful. I just think she's the cute. I just think she's so cute. I just love her. So, she's great.
Yeah. I did also put... Carrie Ann better not flip a switch next week and score harder after these scores she's giving out. There was somebody on TikTok that was like, the issue with giving scores this high so early on is that then they just consistently sit in the bracket of like 777 every single week, even though like they kind of did better than last time. But it's like, we're only now on week 3. What are you going to give out, like 10s? If they have... It's unrealistic. And even though like sometimes... there was somebody who got like a 4 and a 5 last week, or even like Jordan. I think Jordan's on a nice pace, like the 5 and then going up. But now it's like there's some that are just like way too high, and I'm like, so Carrie Ann's got to chill. Yeah. Robert. I love. Go ahead.
You go.
Go ahead. You.
Okay. I was gonna say he did great, and I love that he sang while he danced.
Oh my god! To me, it just. Same thing.
Did you? Yeah.
I love that he sings.
He's just singing.
Yeah. Oh my god. So cute. I find that with Dancing with the Stars, like their packages like really get to me. I'm a Cancer, so I'm super emotional, and like I just like cry over like any like good like the Corey stuff, the Andy stuff. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cry. I was like, I'm going to cry. I see like with Steve Irwin stuff, and he's like, oh, I feel closer to my dad. I was like, great, now I'm gonna literally cry over this. I just love Steve Irwin, and I love his kids and everything. It's just so cute. I love that he sings along. I'm so obsessed with Robert. Why am I just so happy for him doing so well? And and they played our song. That was our song. They did
song?
Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what was it? In 2019, Jess and I dressed up as the white chicks.
Yes, that's right.
In the flamingo dress. Like, so stay tuned for Halloween because obviously we have to post that. But we had to show like our whole office that, and we walked out to that song because that's what they play in movie White Chicks. I also put, I hate the one word feedback from the third judge thing that they did.
Yeah,
that was so dumb. Like, cut the commercials. Like, you know, we don't need to see all those commercials. Or honestly, when Tyra used to host, because I'm not a pre-Tyra. I only know Tyra and now Alfonso and Julianne. So I don't know what Tom Bergeron and Erin Andrews did, but it's like they would literally, Tyra would be like, okay, like kind of how Alfonso was, and then she would literally ask them right then and there. They didn't go up to the skybox or anything like that. And I'm like, something's got to change because the whole point is to get the feedback from the judges,
Right.
and how are they supposed to get better? Especially like, do not silence Derek. Like Derek has won the mirror ball like so many times, and it's like, you know, he has some good.
What he's talking about.
Yeah, I was like, you know, and like he even said like for Scott and Riley's, like he just said the word blue. That's like
Blue.
You might as well just said nothing. So it's like, I thought that was so dumb. Like they need to cut something else. Like somebody I saw on TikTok too, somebody was like, cut the troop. We don't need to see them dance. Like we want to hear what the judges say. I don't have personally, I do not have a problem with the questions that like Julianne asks. I don't really, people like hate it. I personally don't care, but like cut those too. Like I need to hear the judges.
We don't need the skybox. We don't need any of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Elaine and Alan.
Yes. What did you think?
I thought it was okay. I put she did good. It was fun to watch because Rocki is like, it was just a fun song, so it was fun.
Yeah, I put cute. I feel like the flicks need to be higher again, just because she was right next to Alan, and you could see that, so you can kind of see where it was lacking. But I thought it was great. Yeah. Baron, love the song choice. Love Britt's outfit. I would wear that out, I said, and yikes, he messed up hard.
He did, but I thought he did better this week than last week. Like, I thought he looked better. I know he messed up, but I feel like he was, like, looser and he danced better.
Yeah, he did not deserve to go home. So sad.
No, he did not, you know.
Whitney, I just put, killed it as expected. Can everyone just do splits?
Right.
I would love to do a split.
Me too. So I put wonderful. She's my favorite. And then my youngest daughter came in like while I was watching it. She goes, "Who's the dancer and who's the celebrity?" Like she didn't know. Yeah. So I was like, I said, "Oh, the girl in the red is the celebrity." And then she went, there was like the split at the end. And she was like, "Oh, period." She was like, "She did so good." I was like, "Shut up and get out of my room." And she was like, "She was good." I was like, it was great. And if my daughter comes in and she's like, "Well, who's the celebrity and who's the dancer?" That means you're doing very well. Like, you know what I mean?
That's so true. Yeah.
Because you don't know which one is the professional.
Yeah, no, she is really good. And honestly, though, like, I have to give it to Mark Ballas. He's such a good choreographer that it's just so good. Like, he knows, like, what works with his partners and stuff and what just, like, flows. Because sometimes, like, they do challenge them because the judges also don't want to see, like, them not being challenged. So, you know, sometimes they do ask for that. But he's just such a good choreographer, and she kills it. Absolutely kills it.
She did. She killed it.
Hilaria. Would you like to go?
I just put she did good. She wasn't bad. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think she was bad. I'm not a fan, so I don't, like, she did good. I'm not going to hate on her, but I just don't think she's great. Yeah,
I put very good. She's like a pro. If she loses, it's simply because people don't like her, which I understand. Yep. Yeah. I will say there is just something, like, about it, too, that, like, she doesn't bring her own flair because she is a professional, so she's very, like, you know, by the book. So I feel like maybe the personality part, like, doesn't come out because she's like, I gotta hit these steps. I mean, she looks beautiful while she's doing it. Does. Like, you know.
She looks great, and she dances well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know she danced. So, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Dylan, I put better than last week. And that's it.
Okay, I thought he definitely did better than last week, but I don't know if it's because he's so tall and she's not as tall as him, but to me, he looked so awkward when he was dancing, like, when they weren't dancing together and they were
the
like dancing
whisk.
side by side.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that looks, and I don't know if it's just because he's tall and lanky, but I don't know. I was like, he looks awkward. But he wasn't bad. It was just awkward.
Yeah.
Like odd, you know.
I don't know.
And
Like
then,
this one,
yeah.
I just didn't think it was like even that like it was good, but it wasn't that entertaining to like watch.
No, it wasn't.
Like,
it wasn't. I don't even remember the song that they chose.
I forget too.
Yeah. I don't even remember.
I forget too.
So.
But moving on to Scott and Riley, I thought Scott, even though I liked it. I was entertained by it. I thought it was better than last week too. Still, I could see where the clunkiness that you mentioned from last week. I get it, but I liked it. I thought this one was entertaining. I thought Riley added in some good pieces to it, but yeah,
I just don't think he's that great. But he did better than last week. But it was just, to me, it was just okay. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I'm just so shocked when they said Andy, and I was so shocked by the results of who was going home. Well, half of the results. I also don't think that they should do a double elimination, their first elimination.
No.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
I feel like
wouldn't, but
I feel like we saw what we needed to see last week, and Corey should have just went home. Like, you strung him along. You know, it's just like unnecessary.
yeah. I felt bad though because he really wanted to do well.
I know. Apparently, he like stormed out after. Too. I think maybe he was just kind of like embarrassed too, and I felt so bad when he was like, Jenna deserved better and this and that. I was like, oh. So
Yeah.
but did you know that it's a live show, right? Mm-hmm. Did you know that when those songs are performed, they sing those songs live as well?
I did not know that. I know it's not the people who sang that song because
Oh,
when I heard
yeah.
number 5, I was like, that is not Lubeck. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they do play the actual song that they have to get like rights and whatnot.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was for. But yeah, I didn't know that they sing it right there.
Yeah, they sing it right there just because I've been on TikTok and like now my whole For You page is Dancing with the Stars. And the guy, I think his name is Travis Garland, it's like he's the singer for a couple of the songs. And I'm like, oh my God. And he sings it live. And I was like, I didn't know that. Like, and I know they always like, Alfonso would like, in our bands and rate you live and all that stuff, and I was like, I don't know, I never put it together that they're singing live.
Yeah.
So that's
so
pretty cool.
When my daughter came in, she's like, oh, that guy's voice is annoying. And I was like, Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She goes, I didn't like his voice on Fresh Prince either.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
I was like, get out. Yeah, me too. She loved him too. She loved him in Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
I love when
he
always goes, I love like when Alfonso Rivera goes, thanks, Julianne. Thanks, Julianne. Like he always ends it with that. He's like, thanks, Julianne. I love that. I think it's so cute. But that is our Dancing with the Stars quick recap. Who do you think is going to go home next week?
If I had my pick, it's either Hilaria or Scott.
I think it's going to be Hilaria.
Or Andy. I forgot about Andy.
I don't know. I feel like he might pull through. I feel like he might pull through. I really don't know.
I think he's good. I mean, I like him. He has fun, and that's what I really like. You know what I mean? Like, he really just has fun, and he's there to be happy, and I love it.
Yeah. I truly just want, like, my top... Give me your top 4.
My top 4, honestly, who I think will do well, it would be Whitney, Jen, Alex, and Robert.
Those are literally...
That's who I think would be in the top 4.
I think it's definitely going to be Whitney and Robert. I could like change Alex and Jen, like one or the other, with Lauren. Like one of those.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
It's like I even think it might be, I don't know, it's either Alex or Jen. I feel like that could be interchangeable with Lauren.
Yeah. I could see that.
Jen.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. But she's good.
Yeah. But like I said, I think top tier Whitney and Robert are definitely 1 and 2.
I think Robert's going to win.
I know you do.
I really do. I think he is. I don't know.
And he's not bad, so.
Yeah, I'll see. He's fun to watch again. I just love.
And that's really what it is. He's fun to watch, and I like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, when he was singing, I was like, he's having a blast. He doesn't care if he wins or loses. He's just having fun. And to me, I'm like, that's great. So I loved it. I thought it was good.
Yeah. I'm excited for next week. It is TikTok night. I literally love watching, like, I love my Dancing with the Stars. Such a great routine for
I know
me.
you do.
I do. I'm honestly even thinking about, like, because I know a couple of people that also watch Dancing with the Stars. And the only thing that sucks is it's on a Tuesday. And it's a
Yeah.
3-hour finale, which is crazy. I don't know, like, are they going to start it early or end it later? I hope, if anything, they start it early because I'm not trying to be up till 11 o'clock.
How much earlier they starting?
Well, it's a 3-hour finale. It's only normally 2 hours.
Wait,
So
you think they're going to start at 7?
maybe. You don't think so? You think they'll go to 11?
8 to 11, yeah.
That's long. But
I might not make
depending.
it.
God, to it's the finale. Yeah, no, that's late. Or like do 7:30. Start at 7:30 at least. You know?
Start at 7:30, yeah.
I've even contemplated, like, do I host a finale like watch party?
You do. Might have to come over.
You could sleep over. We have the guest room. Mark your calendar.
That'd be fun.
I don't know the date.
When is it? No, I was like, when is it?
It's usually the last week before. I mean, it's like usually the week of Thanksgiving or the weekend before Thanksgiving. Okay, finale is the 20th.
Okay. I mean, I'll be here, so.
Yeah, same. So yeah, we should host a little viewing party.
That would be fun.
Right? So down.
Yes, I'm excited. So
Me
that would be
too.
fun.
That's the end of our Dancing with the Stars recap. Are you doing anything this weekend? I mean, after this whole catch up, you're definitely, I think you're not doing anything for
I'm resting.
the foreseeable future.
Yes, I will be laying on my left side and just resting and maybe watching some TV or catching up on some shows or something like that. Because, shows have started, but I'm a binger, so it's like
Yeah.
I don't like to watch one and then wait for the next week and then one
Yeah.
and then wait for the next week. But I might have no other choice because I can't do much.
Yeah, I know. You're going to be starting every single show. You got to like go back and like watch Friends or something again.
I know. Grey's Anatomy for the 15th time.
Oh yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
I told you I started watching Law and Order from the beginning, so I'm on like
Oh
season
my
3.
God.
And there's like 34 seasons of Law and Order.
Yeah.
It's so long. It's 1993 right now.
I wasn't even born.
I know.
That's crazy.
So, yep. So, yeah. So maybe I'll just continue to watch that. But
You need to watch Love Thy Nader for a reality show.
I'll try.
Yeah, I know. Just
The
give
girl
it
I
a-
work with watches it. She likes it. Because
Yeah.
she said she watched Dancing with the Stars and she was like, oh, because I don't like Gleb. And I was like,
Yeah,
Love Thy Nader. And she was like, mm-hmm. And I said, okay.
yeah. You should tell her. Listen to Wives on the Island. You know.
I have told her, so I don't know if she does,
Rude.
but I know.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Also, if you guys are listening and you enjoy the podcast, if you could, rank our podcast, give us like 5 stars, comment, we would really appreciate it.
We would, and we like interacting with you guys, so leave comments on the TikTok or
Yes.
the Instagram, so we could
Yeah.
chit-chat with you guys.
Absolutely. Wait, am I doing anything?
Are you doing anything this weekend?
I'm going to Disney on Ice.
Oh,
With my
yay!
kids. It was supposed to be a
Yay.
surprise, but like I can't. I am so bad with surprises. Like,
You are.
I had to tell them. I was like, do I tell them? And my husband's like, yeah, tell them. We're both bad. So we told him. My son's so excited. He's like, my sister could wear the Elsa dress, and then I could wear my Lion King shirt, and he's like so excited. He's like, I can't wait to see them ski. I did have my daughter watch Encanto a little bit, just like get used to the characters that were there, and she really liked it, so I was happy about that.
I haven't
and
seen
then
it. I have to. I've never
It's
seen it.
okay. It's cute. I feel like sometimes it's a little mature. Like, so Zootopia is also going to be at the Disney on Ice, and I was like, oh, I haven't really seen it, so I was like, let me get them used to it. That's just like the beginning, so they know who the characters are, because I don't even know who the characters are.
Zootopia is hysterical.
Okay, Zootopia is not 2-year-old friendly. The opening scene is like blood and ketchup squirting out because of the prey and the,
Yeah.
I was like, do you want to change
Can I
this?
tell
And
you,
they're-
Zootopia 2 is coming out, and I can't wait to watch it. I want to go see
Really?
it in the theater. That's how excited I am about it. Yeah.
We did not finish Zootopia because I was a little scarred when the bunny was talking about like the prey and the predator. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, my son's already asking a lot of questions. I don't need him to continue with this.
Yeah, I'd wait. I'd wait like maybe a year or two. I mean, just show them who they are
Yeah.
and maybe show clips.
Yeah.
Show the if you go on YouTube, you could do the clip that has
Yeah.
the DMV clip when they go to the
with
DMV
the
and the
sloth.
sloth tells the
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
The joke, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, you can show them that kind of stuff, and that's like kid friendly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was going in blind and it was not good, but yeah, I'm really excited to see their, reaction to it. I think they're going to love it. So I'm excited for that. But other than that, I'm going to try to sneak in a boat day on Sunday. Hopefully the weather is, good enough, warm enough for that. Yeah, that is all.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna rest my butt and do what I gotta do.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is our episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Okay, bye.